Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and we're catching up here. We're on Psalm 104. We had missed a couple of days, but that couldn't be avoided. So here we are, Psalm 104. We're going to read the first few verses and then the last couple of verses. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord, my God, you are very great. You are clothed with splendor and majesty, covering yourself with light as with a garment, stretching out the heavens like a tent. He lays the beams of his chambers on the waters. He makes the clouds his chariot. He rides on the wings of the wind. He makes his messengers winds, his ministers a flaming fire. And then we skip down to verse 31 through 35. May the glory of the Lord endure forever. May the Lord rejoice in his works, who looks on the earth and it trembles, who touches the mountains and they smoke. I will sing to the Lord as long as I live. I will sing my praise to my God while I have being. May my meditation be pleasing to him, for I rejoice in the Lord. Let sinners be consumed from the earth, and let the wicked be no more. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Praise the Lord. So in between that we skipped was a great deal of stuff about how God makes the sea and he makes the grass grow and he makes the mountains, and it sort of goes through the natural world at every point and says, well, God did this, God did this, God did this. And so we just sort of jumped over all of that. At the beginning, though, he's clothed with splendor and majesty. Now, how are you going to describe that? Well, you're going to describe it in terms of the world that you see, the physical world. And so, yeah, he covers himself with light as a garment would cover a person. He stretches out the heavens like a tent, because you would get in a tent. He lays the beams of his chambers on the waters. Now, we've talked about that before. They thought that the whole earth was a sort of a big air bubble in this endless water. And so he lays his chariot beams, his chambers beams on the water, and the clouds are his chariot that he rides around on, and the winds bring his messages and they are his messengers. So the word messenger in Hebrew messenger in Greek is angelos, or angel. So he makes his angels winds. So everything is described in terms of this physical world. And it keeps going like that, as I say, for like 30 verses. It's just a psalm of praise, admiration, and appreciation for the natural world and for God who created it. And that's something that we should remember too as we look at our world and climate change and all the things that are happening or threatening to happen. A great deal of what's happening is not terribly visible. And scientists and observers only realize it's happened when it's really happened. Well, it's almost too late. And case in point would be the big coral reefs down around Australia. The coral, it loses its color and then it starts to die and it just kind of turns nasty. And they realize that it's happening really only after it's happened. And so they're working very hard to restore the coral reefs, because without the coral reefs, the whole ecosystem of the ocean is threatened. And there's not enough things for little things to eat, and then big things can't eat the little things because they're not there, and it snowballs. So there's a great deal going on in our world that we need to pay attention to and see if we can find ways, small ways and big ways, to correct. So that's something to think about today as you go through your day, and I hope that you have a good one. See you later.